Hello, welcome back. We are ready to finish him.
Oof, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now what happens? So it's the top of the turn?
Yeah, so we added Doom token. So now we're at 6. We added 1 at the end of last round because we forgot while we were off camera.
6 out of 10.
Yeah, 6 out of 10. It's getting close.
6.5 out of 10.
Yeah. So now we each unfortunately have to draw scenario cards. This could screw some stuff up.
Might make or break it.
I want to. There's only 4 left. What's in here?
I know, that's a good question.
But it's okay if we get enemies. Just saying.
Yeah.
I got Crypt Chill. Test brains. If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset you control. Oh, that's not awful.
Test those brains.
I have 3 brains.
Brain.
Ooh.
So the nice thing is, even if you fail, you could get rid of your forbidden knowledge card because that's an asset. You might not need it for the rest of the round.
Oh, that's a good point because we'll be done after this.
And you have like $500 in resources.
$500.
I know. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't end up spending. I use my cards for checks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, yeah. Well, so I can just auto lose.
Yeah, I mean you could end up drawing the plus or the
you're right.
Superpower.
Oh, okay. What are the cards? Let's see.
You did.
Super win.
Woo!
Wait, what is that?
That's
Plus
your
0.
superpower.
Succeed, draw 1 card.
Oh.
Your effect is
GG.
if you succeed, you draw 1 card for each tome you control.
Oh, snap. So I have 1 tome right now.
Yeah, so free card on.
Yes. That
That'll be
turned
fun.
out so much better than I thought it would.
Oh, but I guess you have to discard an asset still, because it's 4 versus your 3 will.
Oh, because it's plus 0.
Oh, it's plus
Yeah.
0. Okay.
Oh, so I don't draw.
Oh,
a card.
you don't draw a card because you didn't succeed. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
Should
that
I
sucks.
just put it back
Oh.
in my deck?
Put it in. Yeah, shuffle. Sorry,
Put it
I misread
back in
that.
my deck.
Oh,
Flip
I
it
thought there
over.
was something that would make you...
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
I know it
I
kind of sucks
understand.
because it doesn't give her a boost. It should be like extra success for more books.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be cool. All right,
Oh, well.
so
Rip.
I'll discard this guy and then discard my forbidden knowledge.
Lead a
I don't need it.
Yeah, like you need money.
Yeah. She just
All
has
right,
money
so
stuffed
Deb's
everywhere in this
yeah.
house.
Okay. Let me grab
There's
this.
books everywhere.
Oh, we only have 2 more in that pile. Just enough for everyone else. Frozen in
Ah.
fear.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Oh, the first time you perform one of the following actions, move, fight, or evade each round, it costs 1 additional action. Oh, that's not bad, though. That's not awful. I have 4 actions. So
Yeah.
that's basically
Actually,
nothing.
yeah, that you were the perfect
Hey.
person to draw that.
We'll take
Okay,
it.
cool.
All right, so here's my draw. Hopefully not another monster.
Swarm of rats.
No, monsters are fine.
Oh yeah, that's true. Test
Brains!
will for each. Oh, so this is the other one where I could lose again.
Oh, no.
I want more monsters so I can
Yeah.
have something to do.
Yeah, that's true. So I've got to dedicate brains to this. So I'm gonna. So
I have brains if you need brains.
Yeah, he
I
does.
might. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have brains for you. I'm
Watch
sorry.
it, you. So I'm up to 4 versus 3 right now. Does anybody have any help,
I
possibly?
don't. Sorry.
Wait, can you do spend a resource, you get plus brain for the skill test for physical training?
Oh yeah, you're right. I can.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Good call. I forgot that was on there. I only use it for combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I read that a couple minutes ago.
Nice. So I'm 5
Do you-
versus 3.
Okay.
I think I should be okay.
As long as it doesn't kill you, right?
Yeah. All
I can
right.
heal you.
Hey, perfect.
Do I have the most brains in the group? I do. What?
Nice.
So I
Scrappy little minx.
Ooh, I'm drawing the last one.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh,
Fog.
obscuring fog. That's
perfect.
awesome.
So that's
We don't
only
need-
bad for
Wow, we
investigation.
lucked out.
Yeah.
Good round. Good round. Yep.
All right. So Deb, you said you had some
Yes,
awesome actions,
I'm gonna
right?
go first and
Yeah.
play this sick card, which automatically evades all enemies at your location.
That one is
What?
awesome.
What's
So-
even going on?
Yeah,
If
it's like-
it's
You do a
chicken-
turkey and y'all want to eat it.
If it's an event card, does it still get affected by Frozen in Fear? Because technically, it's not a move, fight, or evade. It's an
Nope.
event.
I don't
Okay,
think so.
cool.
Yeah, I think it would have to be an evade action.
It's just
Sweet.
expensive.
So it's that's fine. I'm rich. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not rich anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's totally fine.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Okay.
That-
Wow.
And that's an event, so it goes on my event discard, so I can bring it back if we need to. Let's go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so he's exhausted, and then that's only one action for me. So I'm going to, I think, just grab 3 more resources with my other actions, so I can play that next turn if I need
Oh,
to.
that's awesome.
Oh, hilarious.
Get wrecked, nerd. Okay,
That's
Nice
awesome.
one. Nice one.
thanks.
All right, so who's next?
Yeah. Do
The
you
killing machines?
want to go, Gabe, and see where you get them down to?
Yeah, I could. I guess I should go ahead and engage him again, right? So I can do the extra damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was my first action. My second,
Yeah, because he can't retaliate you anyway, right?
yeah.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Good evade.
So I've got
Yay.
6. I'll go ahead and spend my resource to give me 7 versus 4, so that should be pretty easy. And then I'll do 3 damage if I'm successful.
And that's what, punching things?
Yeah.
Do you want to take my Derringer, or do you not think you need it yet?
Oh, I already played.
Oh, you already got
Yeah,
it.
right.
I got something to help next time too.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to do 3 attacks, or 2 attacks anyway, so yeah, if you guys have something for next round.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was -2, and so I do take a damage because there's a ghoul, even though he's exhausted. But
Okay.
somehow he swiped and hit me just.
Maybe
without
you
even
hit
knowing.
his nails and it did
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. All right.
Punch him in the hand. Don't do that again.
Okay.
Or maybe the horns. Those would probably hurt more.
That's true.
Oh,
I just ran into his
jeez.
horns. All right. So this is my last attack. Same thing.
I got a boost.
Oh yeah, if you guys have something to boost it.
Okay, yeah. I'll here. What was that? Is that your controller? Oh yeah. All right, here. Take my Derringer.
Nice, thanks. So that's 2 plus Lita is 3, plus my machete is 4. So I'm going with 8 this time.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right, and -1.
Yes.
So he's down to 1 hit point.
Let's go,
Who's
Joe.
gonna
Take him
kill
out.
him?
My Derringer's empty.
Uh,
Okay, wait a minute.
I've got
Well-
some stuff I can boost you. Well, I've got 1 card I can boost you with. I think. No,
I don't have
Does-
anything left.
Does Nikki want to go, or do you really want me to go next?
Or yeah, either one of you. If Nikki, if you think you can hit him just for 1 hit point, you could end the game.
Oh wait, I can play.
I might be able to.
Nice.
I have an event. It's a
Ooh.
spell.
You gotta. Oh, it's an event. You sure you don't have to attach it? Usually spells are assets.
Oh, is it?
Well,
You-
yeah, but she's got.
Well, I
actions
still
to do
can,
it.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got plenty of actions.
All right. Let's see if I can do it. Because if I die, I die. Whatever. Like, gotta
No,
go out.
You
Go
don't
out
want
in
to die.
style.
No, you don't, because it's a permanent trauma. You'll be
No, but-
All right.
But he's exhausted, so he's not going to hit you back.
right.
Oh, perfect. This is the oh.
Do you still have to roll a skill check though?
So I can't evade him if he's exhausted.
No, he's already evaded.
He's evaded, yeah.
But could I engage and then evade again, or no?
No, he.
Oh, I can't.
I don't
use
think you
this
can.
then.
Oh, you can't evade him twice. I don't believe.
I see. Okay, maybe
Oh,
I'll.
it's only for
no,
evading. Oh,
I can't. But I do have. Actually, I realized I probably should have played this earlier. I'll go ahead and play it now. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to play the old Book of Lore. Cost 3, 2, 3. And what that does is if I exhaust it, I can choose an investigator at my location, and they basically they draw 3 cards, pick one, and then shuffle in the other 2.
Ooh, that's
So-
nice.
that'd be good for Joe, right? Since
Yeah,
he's
because
the only
I
one who hasn't
haven't
gone yet.
gone. Yeah, that might be good if you
Might be nice, a free card.
Yeah.
I get to look at the top 3 and pick the best, right?
Yeah. hmm
That is awesome.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that then.
Thank you. Okay, let me.
Oops. Well, that's exhausted. I guess it's just hanging out at an angle.
Nice.
Oof. I definitely don't want to pick my weakness.
Oh,
Oh man.
Well, that's good. You get to shuffle it back in your deck,
Yeah.
Okay, right.
so you're not forced to draw it. That's a good thing.
This is gonna be funny.
In a funny
Okay.
haha or funny sad?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Wow.
let's see. I think with my last action, I'm gonna draw a card.
Okay. And you still have your free tome action if you want to use that.
Yes. Actually, let's heal somebody. Who needs healing?
I got 3 people at 4.
Yeah. You can
Oh,
heal me
whoops.
because I'll take him the first round. If we don't kill him, I'll take him and take the hit.
Yeah, I feel like that might be best. So I have 5 books to 2. So hopefully that's good. Let me see. Do I have any books?
I might have a book. Yeah, I do. I have a book to boost you also.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so 6 to 2. I'm going to go ahead and draw. Oh, I
So-
got -2.
Yeah.
So that's still fine. That's
And-
4 to 2.
Unfortunately, you also ran into his horns and took a damage.
Oh,
Oh, no.
that's a bummer. We just traded.
Yeah.
Oops. There we go.
Oh, how come she took a damage?
Because she drew the token
The
that has
stupid-
the rune tone or whatever.
Yeah.
Tone.
Damn it. Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. We're going to make it through
Oh.
this. We're all going to go to the bar after this.
It is, it is, but it
Get
is.
really drunk. Hey, I got 3 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
Oh, that changed what I was gonna do.
Oh, I know what you were
Oh, really?
doing.
I think yeah. So I have to just try and.
Yeah, you should just try an attack.
But I wanted to end it the way I wanted to end it.
That's.
Oh, jeez.
It would have been
No.
funny though.
It would be awesome, but Nikki would not like it.
Uh-oh.
So I just got to take 3 shots and hopefully, because is Lita's boost that still only ties me.
Hmm. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to boost you.
I have books and shoes. That's it.
Yeah.
Me too. Brains.
Well, I'll go for broke with the one thing I have. So if I just straight try to hit with Lita, I'm a 4. He's a 4. I have 1 guard dog I could use that makes me a 5.
Hmm.
I think that's it. That is not good odds.
I mean, you can roll. You can do it twice, right?
Yeah, but odds will be worse the next 2 attacks. But here we go.
We believe in you.
5 versus 4.
Yeah.
Oh, plus
game
1.
over.
Oh.
Oh!
Dead. Now let me tell you what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to do until Nikki took that hit that put her right at the. I had a dynamite that you can basically
Oh, whoa.
do 3 damage to every enemy and every investigator.
What the heck? Why would you do that?
My
Well,
gosh.
we would have lived, but
Yeah.
Nikki she was at 4, and I had it planned out, and she actually she gave me that card with her tome.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it would have been
I've
I've
hilarious.
been so nice to you this whole game.
You just want to do 3 damage to everyone.
I didn't
Blow
want you
everyone
on
up.
them.
That's true.
Your house sucks, by the way. So the
It's
dynamite.
like, what the
Hey.
hell, Joe? Jesus.
All right.
It's okay. We just recently renovated.
With the dynamite, it's fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of, okay, so this is the end of the story. When the robed creature falls, the fiendish swarm burrows back into the ground, and the chaos of the house quiets. But the stranger in your parlor doesn't seem relieved. You broke my seal that was set to trap the ghouls within. She raises her torch. Now we must take more direct measures and burn this hell pit to the ground.
Yes. Where's the dynamite?
So the
It
lead.
makes sense that he would have dynamite because his name is Skids.
Yeah, that's
and in Little Shop of Horrors, they have that close for renovation song.
Yeah.
And this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Closing down for renovation.
So
Blow down half the house.
the lead investigator has to decide. This is a story choice. You can either say it was never much of a home, burn it down, or this hell pit is my home. No way we're burning it.
Oops. Oh, burn it down! Burn
That's
it
all
down!
Nikki.
Down!
I'll let you pick. It's your house.
You can live with me under the bridge. Whee!
Yeah.
I think we took out all the important things like the wine and the coat, so
That's
we
true.
might as well burn it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so burn it down. So we read resolution 1.
So you open up a hell portal, and now we're
Yeah.
we go to an alternate dimension. And
You nod and allow the red-haired woman to set the walls of and floor of your house ablaze. The fire spreads quickly, and you run out of the front door to avoid being caught in the inferno. From the sidewalk, you watch as everything you own is consumed by the flames. Come with me, the woman says. You must be told of the threat that lurks below. Alone we are doomed. Together we can stop it. So in your campaign log, we record that our house has been burned to the ground. That'll affect future scenarios that happen.
Oh,
That's
I
okay.
got that.
I didn't know.
That's all right.
You would have been affected either way, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, if you leave it standing, then it would affect future scenarios too. The lead investigator earns the Lita Chandler card and may include it in his or her deck.
Awesome. It's
So
an
it's like
awesome
Ooh.
Free
permanent
that's
upgrade.
cool. Bye, Alfred.
And it
Get
doesn't,
replaced.
Oh.
it doesn't count against your deck size either, so you can still have a
Oh.
full deck plus that.
JK,
Oh.
Alfred, you can stay.
The lead investigator suffers one mental trauma from watching his or her home become a smoldering ruin.
Oh, like permanent?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so one less sanity
Forever.
just for the
Oh,
campaign.
no.
Yeah. And then each investigator earns experience points equal to the victory value of X on each card in the victory display. Each investigator earns 2 bonus experience points as he or she gains insight into the hidden world of the mythos. So it's 2 plus
I'll
the-
take a note. If
the
you tell
mini
me the
bosses
grand
are
total.
4, and then the head guy was then the 2 rooms were 5 and 6, and then the ghoul priest was 2. So that's 8, right? 8.
8 total.
Yeah, so 8 XP
Wow.
from that one.
All right, made a note.
What does the XP do for us?
So now we're getting into this phase where we can buy upgrades. So there's cards that are like upgraded versions of the cards we have. You can spend XP to buy those upgrades. And there's also new cards that are only available to purchase with XP. And they're like super
okay.
cards. Like, for example, I know the Fed guy, Roland, has a shotgun that becomes available to him.
Is
Ooh.
it 8 for each of us or 8
Yeah.
together? So we have to decide. Okay.
8
all right.
each, yeah.
That's
So we
cool.
each
And-
get 8.
Chat has a quick question, Gabe.
What's that?
As the Fed, are you going to look the other way if Nikki still files an insurance claim on her house?
That's a good question. I'm kind of by the books, but ever since this whole mythos thing started happening, I'm just questioning everything right now. So
Ooh, file that. File
Yeah.
it.
exactly.
All right.
I mean, I'm hanging out with an ex-con,
Heart of gold,
A
though.
thief.
yeah, thief, street urchin.
But a really nice librarian.
Yeah, a really nice life.
Really nice.
At least I'm trendy. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Exactly. All right.
That was a
Always
good one.
getting new clothes. The
That was a good one.
trendiest.
Yeah, that was awesome. So after every time whenever we would do a playthrough of a game, we would kind of talk a little bit about analysis and what any of the new players thought about the game, and talk a little bit about the mechanics, art, things like that. So thought we could kind of do that a little bit with our time that we have left. So anybody want to start as far as impressions or?
And just to
Anything else
clarify,
there?
we'll be back with this game next week.
Yes. Yes.
Too. We're still playing it. We'll just have some time to talk about
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Anybody want to start?
it. Or if anyone has
what?
Or if you have good questions, like just a general question, we can all talk it over.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
or impressions, what you think of the mechanics of the game
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Well, I like it a lot.
far.
I'm
All right.
getting lots of things.
Uh huh.
totally playing a person that is not really my actual personality, which is nice.
And Wendy's pretty unique. It's I think the skill cap for her is high because once you get things going, like her
Those
abilities,
sick
plus the
combos are pretty
necklace.
awesome.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
remember I can play cards in my discard pile, and so I want to discard the cards that I can replay. It's a bit to keep track of after a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I almost kept one in my discard pile. It was supposed to go at the bottom of my pile, but I fixed that, so that was good. But I like the fact that I didn't really lose a lot of health or a lot of sanity. So that was nice because I basically had like, oh, JK, roll again, JK, roll again, like never taking damage.
Yeah.
And that
So-
really fits with her, the survivor class. And I always thought those cards were cool. It's like, no, I didn't lose.
Yeah,
I
what are you
lived
talking
through
about? I won.
I got out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Very
think-
Yeah, I really-
shifty character.
Mhm.
I think it's cool how distinct each of the characters are and their play style and feel.
Yeah.
But I felt like everyone contributed really well. Like we all had these unique things that we could do. And
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
board games you get playing and like your character just didn't have a chance to do their cool thing. Or that even happens in like Dungeons and Dragons. You're like,
Mhm.
I had a pretty boring day. But I never felt like any of us had a boring day. Like we all got to do something epic every time. So that felt really good. And I don't know if that was having 4 players or the types of characters we picked, but I think each week felt really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
It did. It really did. Gabe and I have played this a lot, but it's only been us.
Mhm.
So this is pretty new for us too. And the 4-player mechanic's awesome.
hmm
It's a blast to see everybody kind of throw different roles in there.
Yeah.
And
There's.
sorry.
Oh no,
Go ahead.
I was just saying that there are some times when you're playing with 2 players where some characters don't seem quite as they don't quite reach their potential as much, but it can still be fun. Yeah.
And I imagine synergy comes into play there too. Like,
Mhm.
you know, if you have your character and Joe's character, maybe that wouldn't be the greatest.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
The
2
punchers.
tanks, okay.
Yeah. Terrible in
Oh, we'll just
investigation.
punch our way through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're still stuck in the hallway. What do we do?
Yeah, it's going to really come into play too because this particular whatever you call it scenario doesn't show it because the locations are pretty limited because you're within a house, but eventually you're going to hit the streets and we're going to have I don't know
That's my territory.
8 to 10 different
Yeah.
locations to possibly go. So the
Yeah.
splitting up and things are really going to start being a factor.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to get. And this is the first mission, and we were about 2 turns from losing. So the game's tough. I mean, first mission's
Yeah.
Mhm.
training
Yeah.
walkthrough.
Well, I think we did well, though. We didn't lose anybody,
Mhm.
you know,
Right.
considering, 2 of us have never seen all the cards in our deck. I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
And we maxed out our
Um,
XP. We got all the bonus XP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's-
so I guess we don't have to do that every time either.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, we were definitely
Although-
completionists this round.
Yeah.
that's one thing I noticed, Gabe. I remember you and I think playing. There were ones where we never recycled the encounter deck. So that's a big difference with 4. I think we went through it twice. So getting everyone out, especially those XP monsters, is so much easier when you're drawing 4
Yeah.
encounter cards
Yeah.
and mythos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that encounter deck change depending on the campaign? Because I was thinking, I'm looking forward to seeing different types of monsters. 'Cause
Yeah,
we pretty
it-
much saw ghouls and rats a lot,
Yeah.
which makes sense. But like, I'm excited to see what future campaigns bring. Like, if we're gonna fight like crazy
Like a
octopus
dragon.
people, yeah.
It
Yep.
actually
Tentacle
changes.
monsters.
It actually changes every scenario. So every scenario has a completely different. Like we might see some ghouls again in another scenario, but we'll also see other. There's like sets of cards that you put in. So like if you're playing a certain encounter, it'll say put the ghoul set, put the rat set, but then put these other cards in too. So
That's cool.
Yeah. So every scenario will have different. We'll have some new ones for the next time we play.
Nice.
Yeah. What
I
did you
also-
notice? Oh, go ahead.
I like the rolling system in here. 'Cause I'm so used to like dice games where it's completely RNG and you're just like, all right, gotta rely on the thing. But with this game, you can budget, your assets and resources, and everyone can help each other roll basically.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I
a little
really like that
flavor. It's a
system.
nice flavor rather than just rolling and seeing 3.
And then being mad because you have no control over it. But
Yes.
if you
Yeah.
play your
Yeah.
cards right,
Yeah.
then you got all the control you need.
Yeah.
So.
What did you think, Gabe, of 4 people? Because it's the first time for us.
I really liked it. I thought I really think that some of the characters like Wendy are so cool to be able to see the combos, and then I felt like we did a really good job too of saying, hey, I'll take him this round, getting the monsters drawn off of each other, where with two people you've got only
Yeah.
one other person who can take it off of you.
Yeah, it can be a mess.
So yeah, it can be a hard fight, but even with that many hit points, I felt like it was pretty nice. We didn't have to worry too much about taking too much damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. The evade mechanic is really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really cool. The people that don't fight but can evade really can play a part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You. I think my favorite thing, it's pretty funny, is kind of a run into the next show. My favorite thing hasn't happened yet, because my favorite thing is the deck building
hmm
aspect. It kind of feels, it just really makes it, once you've made your deck, you really get invested. Like, oh, this is working just how I thought. These cards are coming up. I took these, put these in, and I took these certain ones out. So the next show is we're going to be deck building, right?
Yes. So we're gonna basically we're kind of breaking the rules a little bit because technically each investigator has to build their deck before they start the campaign, but that's not really fair, seeing as how some of us don't really know how the game works completely. So what we
Yeah.
decided to do is we're going to build our decks in between this scenario and the next one, and those will be the decks that we'll use, and we'll just kind of, instead of going back and replaying the first scenario, we'll just pretend that we had that deck from that point. But the nice thing is there's not really that many cards in this core set, so you don't have like an overwhelming amount of choices. And then there's some pretty nice rules that limit what you can have in your deck anyway, and your deck size is only 30, so it doesn't really take too long to kind of decide what works best for your character, which is kind of cool.
Feels Hearthstone, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really isn't fair. I mean, I don't think that's going to break the rules too much, but it seems silly to tell people who've never played, build a deck. Surely you know what good cards need to be in there.
yeah.
But the hard thing is you only get one, so when we make it, you got to really scrutinize, and because we don't get any takebacks, right?
Yeah, and the only thing that you can do at that point is spend experience points, and those will sometimes replace cards that you don't like anymore with new ones. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, we have the 8 experience from this game to sort of play with
Yeah.
that while we build
Yeah.
our deck, right? So that's
yes,
good.
yeah, for sure. So it'll be cool. See
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
And
so I definitely would have built my deck wrong. I know for a fact that I would have gone for weapons to try to like make up for my low, punching skill. But
Right.
I feel like I don't need a lot of weapons in my deck because I didn't really attack. I'm more evasive. So maybe I'll put a bunch of boots in my deck. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
With the clothes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's totally opposite for me in real life. one pair of shoes. Yay.
Yeah.
The really cool thing is there are different spheres of, what do we call them? Spheres of abilities.
Oh, the
for each
classes.
investigator.
Mhm.
Right, the classes. So everybody is like a main class, and then they're a little bit of another class. And what it means to be a main class is how you buy cards is they're going to have the upgrade cards have little markers on them, and however many markers or pips, I think they call them, that is how many experience you have to spend to add that card to your deck. So being a main class survivor, what that means is you can probably buy any number of pip card, and some of them cost 5. So you can imagine how good those cards are where you have to pay 5 experience for one card.
Yeah.
But some of them only cost 1 or 2. And what the subclassing means is it limits you. So if you're like a main survivor class, you can buy any level of experience in the survivor, right? But if your subclass is rogue, it limits you at 3, I think. So you can only buy up to 3. So you're going to be awesome at one field and then kind of awesome. And then you're going to see mixes like, I think Gabe and I share the Guardian class. It's his main, but it's my sub. So he's going to have the best Guardian cards while I'll have some, but I'll never be able to have the best. And everybody kind of shares and mingles that way.
Yeah. So what about, I guess we could talk about the art a little bit. Deb, do you want to let us know, what do you think about like the art of the cars and the design?
I like them. I think it's cool.
Do you think it's like pretty user friendly as far as understanding like the information on them? That was one thing
Yeah,
I kind of wondered.
I definitely think so. I like the symbols thing instead of trying to remember, like, oh, roll your wit or whatever, and then be like,
Yeah.
wait, which one's wit? Is that books or heads? I like that they
Yeah.
just put the symbols on the
Yeah.
Yeah,
cards.
it is
And
nice.
and I do like the way that the monsters are set up,
Mm-hmm.
and then the scaling difficulty where it's just a little like investigator head thing
Yeah.
for how many players.
Mm-hmm.
I think stuff is set up pretty well UI wise with these cards.
Yeah.
I know there was like one thing that was kind of confusing, but I can't remember what it is now. So
The one thing that
well.
confused me at first was like the skill cards, since they're played so differently, they kind of have a different look, but there is something about it that because the card is so different, like as far as you're playing it, it's like, wait, there's no cost, or there's nothing up there, and they kind of change the design of some of it. It can sometimes confuse new players.
oh yeah, I think I had that question once because it had like the chain link thing, and I was like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the art, of course, they've had years and years of Arkham horror games and things like that. So Fantasy Flight's just used a lot of this art over again, and they've just built up this amazing library of art that's really cool.
So cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very stylized.
Yeah.
And I was
That
wondering,
whole, like, dark, misty horror,
Yeah.
muted colors thing.
Yeah.
kind of leading into the user friendly. I mean, I know Gabe and I have played quite a few board games like this and others, and Deb has as well. But I kind of wondered from Nikki,
And Nikki has
have you
too.
played a lot before? How user friendly do you think it is if you haven't had
So
a
I played a lot of board games, but not as much these deck builders. And so I felt like I had to do a lot of reading. So when other people are taking turns, I'm trying to pay attention to what you guys are doing and kind of what's the smart thing to do. But at the same time, I'm also trying to reread my cards and remember what they do. Like I had that forbidden knowledge card the whole game, and I didn't use it because I didn't really remember what it did, and I didn't have enough time because I was like, I have other important stuff to do, and like it worked out fine. But I think there are some mechanics on the cards that aren't super obvious right away.
Yeah.
And so you guys were super helpful. Like I think I would have been pretty lost without you and would have been looking up stuff constantly. But once you get the rhythm of the game, kind of like the order, like Mythos, Investigator, and so on, and the different things that you can do, that all makes a lot of sense. And that's really easy. And you have your 3 things you can do. So that all works. But I think it's just really becoming familiar with the types of cards.
Mhm.
Like, honestly, I don't even know what all of your cards did. I'm like kind of familiar when you would help with skill checks, but I have no idea what your characters really do. I'm really focused on learning what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and I definitely think Fantasy Flight has a hard learning curve for a lot of their games. But they're rewarding, once you start to kind of figure it out. And I kind of like the fact that you're focused a lot more on just your character, especially. But yeah, it can be intimidating for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she hit the nail on the head, because that's kind of how I felt when you do the basic rules. It is user friendly. I mean, you can jump in because it's not hard to understand. Oh, I get 3 actions, and here they are. Here's my list. But then
it's a pretty big list of stuff you can do.
Yeah.
Then when you get into details, you're like, actually, there's. So that's my only complaint, is there are some kind of complex things in here that aren't so user friendly.
And it's like, oh, I can play a card, but what if it's a skill card? Oh, I can't play that now. I have to wait till I'm doing a skill check. Okay, and it's like, all right, so everything seems simple. And that's
the player actions too are a little weird. It's like, oh, when you get a pentacle on a skill check, you can do this, but then you've also got a fast action you can do. And it's like, wait, when can I use that?
Yeah.
that was a little weird for me. I was like, I don't really know what my dude does. I'm just gonna pretend that I don't have anything I can use yet. And then it turned out I was like, oh yeah, every time you fail, you get to not fail. It's like, oh, that's pretty important.
Yeah.
Or like trying to pick which cards you want to give up to use for a skill test or help other people. I'm like, I don't know if this is actually going to be useful in a turn from now, and I should be saving it. So playing through this campaign helped kind of set those expectations. So I feel like I'll have much better judgment moving forward of what I should kind of hold on to.
That is the worst. That's my thing. That it's not a bad aspect of the game or anything, but I hate that. I do that all the time. Like, I could really help this person out, but this is a good card too. And I played Deb's character, who even adds another layer. Like, oh, if I could save my cards for myself, I can discard them for rerolls.
That's actually, I think, my favorite part of her because I played discard lock in Hearthstone, like exclusively. I play that deck, so
There you go. I hated
I
making that
really
decision.
love this deck because it's so discard
good.
based.
Good.
That's cool.
So
Nice.
I got lucky.
Yeah, it's definitely a different mechanic to get used to. Like, oh, I'm supposed to do this. Instead of,
Yeah.
I hate doing this. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what Nikki was kind of talking about earlier, I think is going to be exciting for next show. So hopefully people tune in because that's where not only ourselves, but maybe viewers will get to know the decks because we're going to lay all the decks out. We're going to start from scratch. You're going to pick every card in each deck. So hopefully by the end of it,
We
everybody
can
has
make a
good
list
idea.
of what's currently on our deck, right?
Actually,
Yeah.
it'll be really easy to tell you because every deck has one of each of the class cards in it. So there's 10, for example, Survivor cards and 10 Guardian cards. So you only have one copy of every card that's available.
And
So
you
it's
can have
pretty
okay.
up to 2 copies of any card. So there's going to be some hard decisions of this card's so good, I want 2 of them.
Okay.
Versus,
Well,
I'm going to do a lot of studying though, because I'm going to feel so underprepared to try to build this deck in a 2-hour time frame.
Well, the
Too much
nice
pressure.
thing is, the nice thing is that everybody will know what's in the starter deck. It's pretty easy to when we start, we can let you know, and then the nice thing is you really only have 20 cards to choose from, and you really only decide whether to put 0, 1, or 2 of those cards in your deck, and then after that, it's all a matter of. And if you want to play mostly with the starter deck and then just keep going,
So
with
there are
that, you can
10
do
that it
too.
forces you to have, and then you pick the other 20.
Well, there's 20 to choose from for every character, and then you just decide whether you want 0, 1, or 2 of each of those in your deck.
Oh, but I thought decks were 30 cards, and you said our base deck has one of each. I'm confused.
So the starter decks have one of each. So like what we played with today, or these
Yeah.
last few scenarios, is a deck composed of one of each of the class cards from 2 classes. So that's 20.
Okay.
And then there's some neutral cards. I think you had like 10.
but
10
you
neutral
don't have
cards.
that was just a pre-made deck, but
Right.
you don't have to stick with it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
The only requirements.
So
the
we'd
only
want
are-
to write down what the neutral cards were that were in our deck if we wanted to.
Yeah, those are
Keep a
different for each
reference.
character. Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll
Okay.
see them.
And we
We're going to lay out every possible card you can choose, so
And-
so you won't lose.
Is
it.
there an online resource for this?
Yeah, so you can use the card game database. There is a website, card game database that has the Arkham card games, and we're just playing with the core set cards. And then when we come in next time, I'll also have I can also post a page of the player handbook or the Learn to Play handbook that will have
Okay.
a list of what was in your original deck.
Awesome.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
so you'll know all that going in.
Yeah, I
And
want to
you'll
prep a little
have-
too.
some upgraded cards to pick from with our experience points too.
Yay.
Yeah. So the way we set up the room will be everybody has their own little space with all the cards they have to choose from, plus the upgrade cards to the side, so you can decide at the same time what you're going to put in. So you only have in front of you what your options are. So it's kind of nice. It'll be set up
Yeah.
pretty user friendly. So
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see. It's always fun to see how people build their deck and,
And
and how it works out.
and there's no pressure. We definitely don't have to get done in the 2 hours. So if you feel like you need more time, I mean, definitely we can keep working with that. I just figured the show length will be nice to kind of see how it's done a little bit, and
Sure.
everybody gets an
Yeah.
idea. So
Okay. We played Mansions of Madness last season, right?
yeah, I think we
Okay.
did, but I don't know if I don't know if we played the new version. There is a new version.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's
Yeah,
fancy.
that's one of the games that interacts with an app and a tablet, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Cool.
What's really neat about how board games are getting is they're making them really smart, so they interact with apps and tablets. So, and usually they control like the overlord or the bad guy's turn,
Oh, for you, so you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
That's
so it
cool.
moves it really fast, and you.
That's
you're back
awesome.
to your
And everybody
turn.
Yeah.
gets to be on the same team that way.
That's
Yeah, we
awesome.
recently, well, not super recently. I think the game was called Escape, but it's done to music. So you start the track, and you guys only have the amount of time that song plays to escape
Oh.
from like an Indiana Jones type thing, and you're like constantly rolling as fast as you can, everyone at the table.
That's
It's
awesome.
super intense, super high pressure, but if you ever want to check out a game like that, I believe it was called Escape. I'll check it out after this, but it was really scary.
Oh, that's awesome.
Your heart's racing. It's like playing StarCraft.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, I have to go really fast.
Yeah,
So
That's really cool.
that's awesome.
It's like
That
easy
reminds-
mode is like a 15-minute long song, and then hard mode is like 3 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah.
yeah. And then there's like certain chimes that you hear that you're like halfway and you're like, oh gosh, keep going.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That
That's
reminds
like
me
a heart
of
attack game.
XCOM. If there's any XCOM video game fans, they made
Yeah.
a board game version, right, Gabe?
Yeah.
And the app has a timer on
Mm.
it where it's like music going, and you have
Mhm.
to finish your turn. It
Oh, yeah.
times your turns.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
crazy.
called Escape the Curse of the Temple.
Oh,
I
I
highly
think
recommend that
that's
game.
cool. Yeah, I think I've heard of that. That's cool. I didn't realize it had a timer app thing. That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm most excited for next one. I can't wait to see your guys' thoughts and your decks and how you build them. And
Yeah, it'll be cool and then we can also kind of coordinate and say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. How could we combo and make combos out
Yeah.
of that combination? So that'll be really fun. It's kind of a cool because it's definitely a cool part of the D&D experience. I know creating characters together as a team and thinking about how they'll complement each other. So
Yeah.
cool.
yeah. And Nikki has one card over all of us. She gets Lita Chandler, and none
Oh,
of
that's
us.
true.
Laura Croft. We're gonna nickname everything in this game. You're gonna have
Yeah.
Brains and Flying Shoes and Laura Croft and Alfred and
Exactly.
Yeah,
our version.
and this game does that. Besides your deck and the experience cards you can buy, there are rewards. Like if you win a scenario, it says, well, here's a card you get for just like Lita happened. So you can even get cards from that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're
I
gonna
get
have
that.
Arkham horror fan fiction.
Exactly. Exactly.
Calling it. Chat, get on that. Send
Yeah.
us some links.
Wait, do we have an update on your rap song from last week?
Ronan posted it in my Discord, so
Oh,
I'll have
nice.
to,
Okay.
I'll have to check that out.
Nice.
I want to hear it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Well, I think that's it for this week. So we're just about at any time, a little bit early, but just a few minutes. So once again, we're part of the Misscliks channel. They do promote equality and female empowerment in gaming. They have a great lineup of shows, so you should check them out. And then you can also check out our VODs. They will be available on Monday. Usually we've been posting them one at 11:30 for part 1 and then part 2. So tell all your friends if they were, not cool enough to tune in tonight. They can always catch up on the VODs for next week and see that final battle of Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, everybody, do we want to say bye together or one at a time? It seemed embarrassing when we did it one at a time.
Let people
can say
promote their stuff.
Yeah, let's do that.
Together? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Nope.
Deb.
You must promote yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, okay. I'm so bad at going first at this because I always forget things.
I know.
You can catch me at twitch.tv/Defebwar, same as it's spelled there. On Twitter, unlike Joe, who doesn't have Twitter. I do have Twitter, so that's a thing.
What's Twitter?
What's Twitter? And tomorrow, I don't know if there's Master in Minutes. I never know on Saturdays if I have it on Sundays. It's so bad. But if we have Master in Minutes, that's tomorrow night. Play 2 games I've never played before with my buddy Steve. And we're working on a lot of art stuff, and we'll be playing The Last of Us soon. So
Ooh, nice.
it's cool. Yeah, I've never played that. It's supposed to be
Are you going to do it on
emotional. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
it's-
definitely
Ooh.
be crying. I'm sure.
It's probably one of the,
Oh,
it has probably one of the best stories I've ever seen in a video game, I will say.
Really?
It's almost like
have
a
you
movie.
have you played Horizon?
No,
Zero
I haven't
Dawn?
yet. I am very
Okay.
excited about playing that game, though.
You gotta play that game. I
Yeah.
shamelessly plug that game whenever I can because it's so amazing.
I'll do that.
Ugh.
It looks awesome, and I love robot dinosaurs, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's worth. I love that game. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for me.
All right. Nikki?
hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. My name's Nikki, also Alori. I'm Alori on pretty much everything. Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, all that jazz. So you can come find me. I haven't been streaming lately. I'm waiting on getting some overlays, and then I'll be streaming hopefully soon. So I'll keep you guys posted. But pretty active on Twitter, so head over there. give me a follow. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
What?
Ronan told Joe that he won the scenario, so you get a Twitter account
should-
as a
Oh,
prize.
flip the table, too.
Congratulations!
Yeah. Congratulations on your new Twitter account.
Oh, I can't.
You know someone's just going to be like, setting one up for you like it's you and tweeting for you.
That would be awesome. Their tweets would be better than mine, I'm sure.
He'll be like Jofo's personal assistant and will be
Yeah.
the at
I'm
for
sure
it.
of it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Well, before we flip the table, I'm GameFace Killer. I'm on Twitter, and I do this show. Other than that, I'm in my last week of teaching, which is awesome. I'm so excited.
Nice.
The summer starts.
Wait, forever or just this year?
Oh, just this year. the
Okay.
summer.
I was like,
Yeah. Little news.
changes.
I'm going to be doing this full time. I'm going to rely on everyone to support me.
Yes.
No, but yeah. So we got to flip the table now for sure. Who's doing it this time?
Joe killed the last guy, right? So
Yeah, we'll see if
true.
he's strong enough.
He can do the
Mm.
dynamite.
stronger.
I didn't get to do it with my dynamite, though. I promise next time I'll throw the dynamite, no matter what. is gonna
Wow.
No matter
That's
who
good to know,
kills.
'cause I'm going to leave the room.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
All
No
right.
heals for you.
See if I have the strength here.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did it.
Oh my god. It's so loud. It's so unbelievably loud.
The ghoul
Scared me
priest won't.
so bad.
The ghoul priest
Good job
won't
rolling
leave.
that 20. Jeez, first flip this time.
The ghoul priest won't leave. He's hanging in
Oh,
that
God.
hair.
My
What?
heart is racing. I wasn't looking. Oh man.
You were not prepared.
Ghoul
Mm-mm.
Priest lives.
All right.
Nice.
We'll see you
All
guys
right,
next
guys.
week. Have a good
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
See you next week.